We all know it's the referee's job to be impartial, but the pressure on them is massive, especially on a night like this.
So we've decided to set up a unique experiment to test how crowds psychologically affect referees.
And what better game to test than this, the European final? We're in Madrid and it's a local derby.
I think we should have a lot of sympathy for referees. I think they must have the worst job in the world.
Taking the stick from the media and dealing with some of those high-profile players, thick skin is essential.
I believe referees get a very tough deal from the public, from critics, from people at home watching a game, seeing slow-motion replays of every angle and saying, oh, how the referee missed it.
Research has shown that referees get an average of 92% of their decisions correct. But how much are they subconsciously affected by the noise from the terraces?
We've asked match officials to watch the final and react to every decision.
The green light signals they agree with the referee.
Bill, I totally agree with the referee.
Me too, Jez. The orange light indicates they do not agree with the referee.
What? Bill, I totally disagree with the referee.
Mate, that's your opinion, not mine. Let's see what happens.
We've split the referees into pairs. The first pair are going to watch the game surrounded by passionate Madrid fans. The second pair are going to watch the game surrounded by equally passionate Atletico fans. Will the presence of cheering fans affect whether our referees agree or disagree with the on-field official?
When the match is in progress, you are very, very busy. You're looking at so many things. You're making over 250 decisions in the 90 minutes. Some of that is where to run, where to stand, what to look at, what to look for.
5 minutes in and Mark Clattenburg awards a free kick for a foul on Madrid's Gareth Bale. In the Madrid room, the referees agree with the decision. But in the Atletico room, they disagree.
Referees are getting most of their decisions correct, but there will be just occasionally a difficult decision when it's not that clear, and I think it's those decisions where the referee then perhaps looks for other cues.
On the hour mark, a clumsy foul by Fernando Torres on Sergio Ramos. Again, the referees in the Madrid room agree with Mark Clattenburg. But the referees in the Atletico room don't. The game ends with a narrow victory for Madrid on penalties. But we're interested in a different result. It's time to tot up our referees' decisions. In 120 minutes of football, our referees responded 348 times to Mark Clattenburg's decisions. Only 32 of them were disagreements. If our referees were unaffected by the presence of fans, we would expect these disagreements to not favour either team, a 50-50 split. However, in the Atletico room, 63% of the disagreements were for incidents that went against Atletico Madrid. And in the Madrid room, we found 80% of the disagreements were for incidents that went against Madrid. This shows that despite their best efforts, our referees were clearly siding with the fans on certain key decisions. This supports previous research suggesting that referees can be subconsciously affected by the noise from the terraces.
I think if you ask referees if they are influenced by crowds, they would say no. Sometimes in a game you can see that they are influenced.
I think people forget referees are human. And referees are influenced by huge numbers of things, as any human would be.
There are times when I think it would be unnatural and not realistic to say you weren't affected ever by a crowd in your entire career. 1,554 games, 329 Premier League games, 100 internationals. There must be times when you're affected. What I would hope is that effect didn't have an effect on the outcome of the match.
professional referees now, because they're full-time and they're getting paid a lot of money, they are trained beautifully and they almost certainly are guarding against this. And so I think the chances of referees having a subconscious benefit to the home team is becoming a little bit less. But nevertheless, I still think it exists.